think I do indeed need to start a podcast soon. I find myself wanting to go live and talk to you guys, but I think my issue that I keep running into, and yes, you already know, don't even ask, the issue I keep finding myself running into is that I feel like live streams are a little too, like, live. For my brain that functions, like, with a lot of anxiety and self-doubt. So I think I really do need a podcast because I have so much I would like to say to you guys and talk to you about. And I didn't really look at how I looked before I clicked go live. But, yeah. Just saying. I do think I really want a podcast because I have a lot to say. And a lot of the shit that I want to say is probably stupid shit that shouldn't be said or doesn't need to be said. But I find, myself wanting to verbalize the way I feel to my audience, which I think I should probably not do on live streams and do them in more of a recorded form. And then I can post what I feel like is needed to be said. Not just come on and fucking ramble a bunch of bullshit. What are we talking about? Talking about doing a podcast, because I do want to do one. Also, my dog refuses to cuddle with me, and it's hurtful. Bowie! Come here! Come here! Come here! Come here, Sleepy! Come here! Come here! Come here, baby. Come here. Come here, sweetheart. Come here. What are you doing? You're making me look bad. Come here, stupid. Come here. Come here. Come up here. He's like, I don't understand. Bowie, come here. Come here. Oh, it's a stretch? Is it a stretch? It's a big stretch, Bo. That's a big stretch. Oh, there we go. Come here, sweetie. He does the cutest thing when I, when I scratch his head. He just, leans into it so much, and it's so cute. Hi, honey. Hi, honey bun.
This world cares too much about bands and too little about love.
Holy shit. Sorry. Hold on. I'm assuming that Bowie just sat on the remote because it just would have gone so fucking loud. Holy shit. But yeah, anyways, I really do want to start a podcast, and I think it'd be awesome. Hi, honey. Hi, honey bun. Hi, honey bunny. Hi, bun. Hi. Look at the tail. Look at the tail. That kills me every time. Did you name Bowie after David Bowie? I did. What book is that? It's called The Body Keeps the Score. It's a great book. My friend left it here for me. Hi, hun. Hi, hun. Look at this dude. Oh. He got so big. Dude, he's fucking huge. It's unreal. How do you feel about... I like questions like these that I can answer. Someone said, how do you feel about paparazzi? So I don't actually have an issue with paparazzi, to be honest with you. I understand it's kind of like this exchange of services sometimes, if I feel cute and I'm being photographed and then you guys feel like you get content, I don't have an issue with it. My issue with it is when they hide in bushes or cars and I have no idea that I'm being photographed. There was photos of me the other day going to my friend's house that I had no idea I was being photographed, and then later that day it comes out, and it just makes you feel like you're constantly being watched and that you have no control over when you're like being photographed. Whereas when I see them and I hear them, obviously I like I'm aware that I'm being photographed. But like when they're fucking hiding in a car and I have no fucking clue, I'm like, it's a little weird, I think. It's a little weird. But in other situations I get it, and I don't really like think it's I mean, at least for me, I don't think I'm at the level where it's like an issue. I don't, hi baby. But I don't know. It's obviously invasive, and it can be really weird. Like half the photos you guys see of me, there was ones like of me like 2 days ago or yesterday, on the phone, and I had no fucking clue I was being photographed. Bless you, baby. And I just think it's so like invasive, and it can be just it can be such a weird feeling to like not know you're being photographed and then go home and like check your tagged photos, and then there's photos of you from that day, and you're like, when was this? It's just weird. Did you darken your hair again? Yeah, I did. I'm very indecisive, and if you didn't already know, I had like my blonde highlights that were really grown out. My hair's also dirty and like gross right now, my bad, and you can't really see it in this light. But I had my blonde highlights that were like really grown out, and you could see my natural hair color was like, all this was my natural hair color, and I just didn't like the way it looked anymore. So I dyed it darker. It was a little too dark for my liking. So I took bleach and I went in the shower and I fucking like basically washed my hair with, don't do this at home, I'm an idiot, but basically washed my hair with bleach to lighten it a tiny bit. I put it on my whole head for like about 2 minutes. And now it's good. Now it's like brown. Excuse me, sir. This animal. But yeah, I washed my hair with bleach. This dog is so fucking strange. Madison, that doesn't sound very smart, but also extremely smart. It worked perfectly. I wouldn't recommend it because it was also very scary. Wait, hold on. I'm getting a text. It was extremely scary. So I would say don't do that, because I was nervous that when I washed my hair, I was going to like wash it and hair was going to fall out. But it worked. It lightened it a shade to where I'm happy. Look at the questions. Okay, cool. I will look at the questions. When is the music video for Reckless? It's on Tuesday. Okay, a lot of these questions I like actually don't even know what the fuck they mean. So, yeah. Any other ground we should cover while I'm here? See, this is why I feel like a podcast would be ideal. It's because I could just go and talk about what I actually want to talk about. Someone said, why do I feel like you have no friends? Because you're not entirely wrong. I have gotten to a place where I like try to protect my energy and my peace, and surround myself with people who I know will do that. So yeah, I mean, I would say my circle's definitely shrunk a lot, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I've just learned to like value my peace and my energy, and not let people fuck with that, or at least try. Bowie, like, did you see this? Like, what are you doing? Oh Aw, someone said seeing people water down your talent really hurts me to the point that I cry. I love you, your amazing talent and growth. Nobody knows what a person goes through, and I deal with that as well. Stay strong. Hi, I love you. You're so sweet. Can you stop it? It can definitely be hard for me too. I saw something recently where someone commented on a video of, I think it was the Genius video of me singing Reckless, and this dog is like really out of pocket. Said something along the lines like, she doesn't even do anything, like she just sings the songs. And I'm like, what? Like, why is it presumed to like think that I don't deserve credit, like where credit is due? If I'm credited as a songwriter on a song, it's because I most likely wrote the song. And people are like, well, there's multiple people who wrote a song. I promise you, look at every artist's songwriting credits if multiple people wrote said song. It's definitely hurtful, but I also try to just rise above that shit. I know how hard I work and the things that I do, so yeah. Bowie, what do you want, baby? Give us a fit check. I'm wearing a tie-dye t-shirt and gray sweatpants. That's my fit. Can we get a room tour? Not at the moment. My room's actually really messy. I also went shopping today. I need to bring up the clothes I bought. Yeah, it's really weird. I think I have so many topics I want to cover on my podcast if and when I make one. Bowie, can you please stop biting me, sweetheart? I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm so sorry. The music video comes out, I'm pretty sure midnight on the 28th, which is technically the 29th. Bowie, why are we biting my iPhone cord? Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I haven't seen you drinking unflavored LaCroix for a while. Yeah, I've actually been on a Pellegrino wave, but I'm definitely still a big LaCroix fan. You need to make a podcast ASAP, and not like 30-minute ones. I mean, an hour to 2 hours. 100% that's what I want to do. I got into a whole conversation with somebody the other day about how, like, I feel like, I guess a guinea pig in some sort of ways. Like, I feel like, I started, like, social media, or, like, using social media when I was 11, 12. I have had a following of some capacity since then, and I think it's, like, going to be really interesting to, like, compare people's brains who didn't grow up with social media versus people who have, because I do think that it takes a weird mental toll on you. I don't think that we were wired to be perceived by so many people. I especially don't think in those, like, primitive years you were supposed to be, like, constantly being perceived by people, because it leaves a little to no room for, like, error or, like, human growth. So it's definitely trippy, and I'm like, as someone who is, like, into psychology, and I think that it's really interesting, I'm really curious to see, like, someone like me, how my brain scans versus somebody who, like my mom, for example, who didn't grow up with social media. But yeah, it's really can be really damaging, and it's really frightening, honestly. Even just my, like, need to talk to an audience is, I think, interesting. I think it's, like, something I, at least, like, I pick up on that, and I'm like, yeah, like, why do I feel the need to go on live and, like, talk to, I don't know. It's just, I have so many, like, concepts about this kind of shit. which I also, like, am just speaking based off of my own personal experiences. Bowie, what are we eating? What are you eating? Hi. Hi, honey, what are you eating? I've honestly been on it since I was 9, and I'm 14 now, and it's really mentally draining. Yeah, and, like, at 14, I think you should be not fucking worried about any of the shit that goes on social media. And I think that it is, and it has to be damaging. So, yeah, I think just being aware of that is important. Bowie. Social media is very scary. I agree. I think obviously there's reasons that it is good, but there's also a lot that comes with it that I'm like, it's pretty wild. I don't know. When people make up things about you and you talk about it to tell your side, which is the truth, and then they wonder why, I can't believe you get criticized for defending yourself. I get criticized the most for defending myself. If there's, like, a rumor made about me and I come to, Instagram and I'm like, hey guys, this actually didn't happen, that's not true, don't appreciate my character being fucking slandered, essentially, and, like, it's silly and it's sad to me that I feel like people, I can't do that. I get a lot of shit when I do that, because people are just like, why do you care, whatever it might be. There's so many things that I'm just, like, hesitant to even comment on that I see, because I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, and yeah, it's honestly the most hurtful when it's questioning my character and my, like, morals and my heart, because I'm just like, like, at the end of the day, if you think you know somebody because of based off of just their social media, then I feel bad for you, son. How many friends do you have? I don't know, man. I mean, I consider a lot of people my friends. I just mean my, like, inner circle that I keep, like, really closely around myself has definitely gotten smaller. Sorry, I'm just trying to read comments. Any tips on how to deal with a friendship that has gone sour? Not really. I mean, everything's situational, and I would say it's hard to, like, give Bowie. It's hard to give such specific advice for something that I think is personal, and obviously your experience is different from mine and from someone else's, so I can't really tell you exactly how to handle that. But from my personal experiences, I would definitely say that setting boundaries for yourself is really important. And I think, like, unfortunately realizing maybe somebody's not for you anymore is a reality that you might have to face. Yeah. What is a coping mechanism that helps you when you're struggling the most? I've definitely adapted to a lot of new coping mechanisms. I mean, like, the other day was having a pretty bad, like, episode, and I was spiraling super hard and feeling like shit. And I have, like, a lot of sensory issues with, like, I just get really overwhelmed. Like, I hear things, like, I don't know, it's just a lot. And so I usually will, like, go on my phone and kind of try to, like, zone out and just, like, sit and look at and consume content, like basically just go on TikTok essentially, which I've realized I think is kind of like a very temporary solution and only ends up making me feel worse. So like the other day when I was feeling like fucking garbage, I sat in my shower for like 2 hours and just like let the water run on my face, and I like put my phone away and I just like thought through my thoughts, and acknowledging that like these thoughts are real and these feelings are valid, and like I think like knowing that there will be a better day ahead, or at least having that hopeful thought is comforting in a way. Bowie, why do you gotta chew on the remote? I don't understand it, honey. You've got toys all over this room. What do you do when you struggle with anxiety? I take medication for my anxiety, which I have also like a lot of feelings about, because I don't think medication's for everyone. Also, the medication that I'm on is like highly addictive, and it's tough because now I feel like I'm like I can't go anywhere without it, So it's you have to kind of find your like balance. Do you like reading? I do like reading. I have trouble focusing, but I do enjoy reading, especially like about mental health. I just got a new mental health book the other day. It's sitting over on that counter, but I'm too fucking lazy to go look at it. But I'm gonna start it really soon. You should go to therapy. I do. What do you do on days you feel bad about yourself? Honestly, I used to kind of try to like motivate and like, which again, everything I say in regards of this topic, I want you guys to always know, like, this is just from my personal experience. This is not me giving you advice of like what to do. I'm more saying like from what I have personally done. So wait, what the fuck was even the question? Oh, on days I feel bad about myself, I used to like try to push myself, and I would try to go out and like party and get dressed up because I would be seeking that like external validation. Whereas now I kind of try to like not do that, and if I feel shitty, I'll just like stay home and chill and like spend time with a few friends and like go in my hot tub and hang out, So, yeah. Do you struggle with getting to know new people? I have terrible trust issues, so yeah, I would say I definitely do. But I like meeting new people. I always love meeting new people, and I'm always open to, making new friends. It's just tough establishing trust with a lot of people. Talk about no beauty. I would love to. I'm actually so, like, I saw somebody say something where it's like, oh, I know she's not actually, like, into this. I'm like, there's been a lot of opportunities I've had over the last 10 years that I could just like make a brand or something for the fuck of it. But like, this is genuinely something that I like. If you know me, then I really did struggle with acne, like seriously, severely struggled with acne around like 2017, 2018. My skin is so much better now, and it's because I genuinely like figured out what was the problem. So I actually really do like love the products. I use all of them all the time. And I hope you guys like it. And if you struggle, like, I would genuinely recommend taking the diagnostic quiz. It's great. Have you seen the TikToker that makes fun of your lives? It's so rude. I have not seen that. But that sounds like a bored-ass person. How many hours do you spend on Twitter and Instagram? I would say probably like an hour a day. Do you like horror movies? I do. I love horror movies. Would you consider writing music therapy? I definitely would. I'm gonna go in a sec. I'm gonna take Mr. Bowie out and clean my room because it's gross. Are you a good texter or a bad texter? I'm a terrible texter. My brain like doesn't allow me to text people back. Okay, I'm gonna answer a few more questions and I'm gonna go. I love you guys. I hope you're excited for the music video. I'm so excited. I've been working so hard on it. Last night I was up till like 5 a.m. like tweaking the coloring and tweaking the edit. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And then I woke up at 8 because we had to approve it and like send it off and finalize it. So I'm really excited for you guys to see. Alright guys, well I love you. Hope everyone has a good weekend and has a good night. Hey Bowie, what do we have? Alright, I love you guys. I hope everybody has a good rest of their day. Just wanted to come on and say what's up. Okay. Signing off. Bye y'all. Love you.